Hey guys, before you watch this, you should know that there are massive spoilers for Xenoblade 1 and 2, and anyone playing Xenoblade 3 should have played 1 and 2. Like that is a fact. And anyways, I wanted to say that basically before I start the podcast, this wasn't supposed to be a podcast. It was supposed to be just a simple video where I go over the trailer with my friends, and we just talk about our theories about Xenoblade 3 or what could happen. However, what ended up happening is that we ended up going way too deep, and basically we went for like an hour and a half. So yeah, I just had to make it into a podcast because that's not like that's too long for like a video. So yeah, so just wanted to say that before I actually start the actual video or podcast. So enjoy. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Yay, I know it's been a long time. I kind of took a little break, or I should say a long break actually, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, so today we're going to be analyzing the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 trailer, and I still cannot believe it. It's been about 24 hours since this trailer came out. It's pretty much surreal. Just to imagine, about 24 hours ago, I'd say like 24 hours ago, we're like, oh, are they going to show this game or not? And they actually did. So without any further ado, so we're gonna analyze this trailer and break it down, and and then we'll just talk about the game, like what we think could happen, like lore wise, and yeah, and we'll save gameplay for another day. And today we'll focus on 1 and 2. I will do probably another video focusing on X with my Xenoblade 1. Xenoblade X expert. His name is Crack, or also known as Elementary. So we'll do that video another day, and then we'll do another one on gameplay as well. But for today, it's mostly about the trailer and just our thoughts based on that. So yeah, and one more thing, I do have a Xeno trivia video recorded from last year actually. It just that I've never got a chance to upload it, so I will work on that pretty soon. Anyway, so with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. So right off the bat, we have someone playing the flute, which is probably the from the
Noah,
protagonist. Yeah, I think his name is Noah. Yes, indeed. Now I don't know all of the names, so I just know Noah and Mia, and so the rest I'm just gonna call them so and so, because I don't know all the other names. So yeah,
we have that image with all the names. I could just send it to the VIP chat. In the announcements channel, we could just
I know that, but the thing is that I can't really look at that at the same time as this, so I can't really.
I have it memorized.
Yeah. So one thing to note is that the flute is going to be some important motif, which we don't know exactly what yet, but we can only speculate on that, and I have no idea what that flute could mean at all. So I'm not even gonna try. I mean. You guys
we don't know the significance. Sorry.
No. Yeah.
While we don't know the significance of the flute itself yet, the pattern on it is very reminiscent of the not only parts of the menus from Xenoblade 1, but also a pattern seen on Zanza's wings.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You're talking about the
actual physical appearance of the flute.
The Saturnian motif, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not good at knowing what things are called.
It ties back to the sort of Xenoblade 1 analogy with like Greek mythology tied to Saturn, which is a planet, but it's also the alternate identity of the Greek god of time, Cronus, who Xanza is partially modeled after.
I see. Now, I don't know about that, so which is why I said I'm not too sure on this, which is why these guys are here as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's why it exists.
Yeah. Now, one more. Okay, so I'm gonna play. So should I play the video a little more, or do you guys have more things to say just on this panel right now?
I don't know what the background is, but you can clearly see like there's like some sky, and there's like something like covering this. There's like the sky in the background, and there's some stuff covering it. And then there's just like the rocks.
Okay.
I guess.
Just one more thing. Since we're pausing, I think we can play this video at like probably 75% or normal because I think half is too slow. Because we're pausing in any way, so whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Also, the blue orbs. What? Ooh, those aren't orbs. Those aren't. What the heck? Those are cubes.
Those are, yes. I never noticed it until now, but yes, those are indeed cubes, not orbs. Interesting.
Oh.
Those are probably ether particles for sure. That's the most definite yes.
The twist is that this is actually Minecraft 2.
Oh, Minecraft 2. But wait, isn't that like Minecraft like a story mode like 2 already? But whatever. It's like Minecraft 4 at this point. All right, yeah. Fighting in order to live. So I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but as we'll see later on in this trailer, the people are at what seems to be at some sort of like war or conflict. I don't know war if it's the proper term, but like they're definitely at conflict. I don't know if it's as severe as like the Mechanis and Bionis were in Xenoblade 1. Oh, also, major spoilers for Xenoblade 1 and 2. Yes.
Obviously, we're going to talk about
right now.
Yeah, now there won't be X spoilers because we'll save that for another video, but for today there will be 1 and 2 spoilers. So.
That ties back to this because most people have no idea what that stuff is, but it's a wild ride.
I barely understand X lore, and I played that game like twice, going on 3 times now.
I have not played that game, and I do want to play that game before I get 3, but I mean we'll see. Anyway, so all right, so I'm gonna play the video. So am I good, or do you guys have more things to say on this exact panel?
Well, regarding the like bright cube things, one of the things that is noted about Noah and Mio, who are the 2 characters who play flutes throughout this trailer, is that they're like some kind of like special sort of seer, which in Noah's blurb that like the Nintendo uploaded, they were like, oh yeah, he is some kind of like empath who like talks to dead or something like that might be something to do with him, and the flute might have to do with that because that also applies to Mio, and she's also apparently seen with the cubes around her.
All right.
So,
yeah. Actually, I have 2 things to say about Noah here.
Okay.
Oh wait. What were you going to ask? Elementary or something?
I was just going to say that he doesn't have a core crystal, so he's probably either a human from 2 or a Homs from 1. I was going to say that.
Probably the Homs from 1. From what we could see in the trailer, it does imply that he's the sort of like the representative of the XU1 country, whereas
Mio is the
representative of the XU2 country.
Yeah.
So that's what they're like.
On the website, it also said that Noah was a part of the Kieves faction, which is the people of Bionis Mechanis. So Noah is likely Homs.
Also, it would make more sense since he's basically Shulk 2. Something I realized
which we will get into at the end. Because there was a leak which I don't want to talk about that just yet, but I will say which is probably not accurate, but there's a chance it could be true. We don't know. I mean, probably not.
The really stupid Fortune one where Rex reincarnates as a woman.
Well, why'd you say it? I wanted to save that until the end. Okay. Yeah. Let's save that for afterwards. But yeah. Okay. All right.
But
okay.
Anyway, about Noah, actually, the name actually does have quite a bit of significance. Just like in general and to the Xeno series, as it was the original code name for Xenogears was Project Noah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And of course, the biblical implications of the name Noah, but
yes.
Something.
I could see why Xenogears would have originally been called Project Noah because there's like that whole thing. Like the backstory of Xenogears basically has like a whole Noah's Ark type analogy toward that, except the Noah's Ark thing literally crashes.
All right. All right, so let's continue.
And this part just looks exactly like the opening of Xenoblade 1.
Yeah,
this
except
look-
this
this
with the
look like battle
mecha.
for the-
Wait, I might be changing, but I just think I see like somebody like getting blown up in the background, like there's obviously the explosion, but just like the figure of a person just flying up into the sky.
Yeah, that does look like there's a person in there, and that would be very funny. Yeah, I don't even know how this game will even function on the Switch. This game looks beautiful.
Okay,
Yeah,
So, speaking of that, I do think is that Xenoblade 2 thing that while yes, like while it runs poorly, it's not actually like the thing is that the game is very unoptimized. So like, it's not like it's a game like of like similar like graphical power. For example,
I expect
could
it to be closer
definitely
to the
run.
edition in terms of quality rather than Xenoblade 2 because obviously that came much more recently, but also Xenoblade 2 was just in general a rush game.
Okay, to be fair, Xenoblade 1's is not a fair argument because like a lot of the animations are like from like 1, and those animations aren't as like fluid. Like they're a lot more easier to run, if that makes sense. So it's not. I'd say Torna would be a better choice to compare that to because 1 is like a remaster, you know. So whereas Torna is its own, you know. Like that's pretty much like its own game, but yeah.
I don't mean to get too off topic here, but I would just like to say that with this game impressing me, that's kind of crazy because I legitimately for years thought that Xenoblade 2 looked bad.
Wow,
as someone who primarily plays Nintendo games, like I'm not comparing it to PlayStation or Xbox. I thought it looked bad by the standards of the Switch, and then Pokemon came out, and I never complained about a game's graphics again. Any other game.
All right. I'm just gonna go a little more on ahead.
We completely overlooked the blade weapons that they were holding while running into battle.
Well, yeah. Actually, yeah. To be true. Sorry about that, but yeah. So basically, you think these are blades, or I guess in this world, I think okay. So since we're talking about blades now, I want to say one thing. I don't think they're blades. I think blades are no longer here. I think what are here instead are blade eaters. I think those are what are remnants of blades, and Homs.
I am pretty sure the blades are still around. In fact, one of our protagonists, it looks like they're like also.
They could look like a blade, but like they could still be like an eater or a flesh eater. Just so you know, we don't know. Like they don't have to have
blades.
The thing is that the thing is that they don't have to have that like full / half red core crystal. Like, if for all we know, they could have figured out a way to like, make them into blade eaters and, maintain, their original color. Like we don't know that. I'm betting on that blades are like, I don't know if they're fully gone, but like, they're mostly gone is where I'm going to bet my money on, which obviously
they definitely aren't as relevant of a thing as they were in Xenoblade.
You guys don't have to agree with me, but that is where I'm,
is that important?
When I pointed out the weapons, I mostly meant like the designs are very similar to what we saw in Xenoblade 2.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, look, it's Charla over here. No, I'm kidding. It's someone with a gun. That's not Charla.
The replica nanotechnology that Shulk made in Future Connected.
All right.
Yes,
so
Noah's weapon does greatly it does greatly appear like the Minato replica EX.
Definitely. And look, we have a it's like a mechon / a giant I guess army, like I guess it'd be like a mechon / a giant army tank ish. It's like a mechon tank for like a war. Oh yeah,
it's a big boy.
Yeah.
This looks like Jade-based.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what?
This looks like a jade face. It's kind of rusted, so you can't really tell based on the color, but the face itself looked like jade face, and just the
Yeah.
anatomy of it.
Let me get to a better angle. One
And
second.
also the
Whoops.
It's out.
Let me go back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. I
This
mean,
does-
this is too big to like look like a Machina person because size wise, but I think, or actually no way, sorry, because you know how like Egil and like Metalface, like they had their body and then they had their like big ass suit. So it might be that someone's
Yeah,
inside of
yeah.
here, like, you know, like, and this is someone's big ass body, basically. Or I mean, sorry, I'm their big ass suit. Sorry, not body, because their body is separate. But yeah,
It
I mean,
does
they're-
greatly resemble a face Mechon. It is much larger than one.
yeah. So it could be. So it's either like a military weapon, or it's some Machina person
Based on
in like
some of the stuff
in
that
like a
we
giant
got,
suit,
later
basically.
on in the trailer, I think that
Alright.
the sort of people of the XC1 country, I don't remember his name. I don't remember the other country's name.
The thieves are the people of
Thieves.
Bionis Mechanis, and the Agnes are of Aurest.
Both their names mean lamb. I do not care the difference.
Okay.
But
Find out
And
the
now-
name. The name
now
of
we have
this
no-
world that they just mentioned there, Ionis, is kind of a mix of Ion and the end of the names of the Titans from Xenoblade 1. So it's like
Ooh, true,
Ion,
true.
the final boss from Xenoblade 2.
Yeah.
And
Which
then
would fit
Also,
because
one more
the
thing I want
Ion
to
is-
say. Oh
are
yeah.
also
Oh yeah. Sorry.
on-
Continue.
on the concept of Ion, on a specific Ion being Sophia. Story of Gnosticism, Sophia splits in two, and the two parts that Sophia basically splits into are the ones that the Bionis and Mechanis are both modeled after, which are, well, Sophia, and then there is Yaldabaoth, which is the Bionist.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing about Noah. I don't know if you guys can hear in the video, but for sure, if you watch the trailer, and yeah, and sorry if you can't hear the game's trailer sound, because it's kind of a little hard to, like, you know, so that I can hear and you guys can hear, and so can I hear like the people talking in this call. But yeah, anyway, so Noah's voice is, I think, the same one as Milton, the kid from Xenoblade 2 Torna. You know the one that died. So
Yeah,
I
he does
think his name was.
sound like a
I think his name is Milton, unless I'm derping hard right now. But yeah, but his name is Milton. But yeah, but it's the same VA. I don't think there's any significance to that, but I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to, just state that. Just
Yeah.
But I don't think
I mean-
I don't think that means much. But yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it does mean
and
one
his
thing,
sword.
that if they're bringing back Milton's VA after, who knows, like 1,500 years or something.
Hey, and now we have Mio. Okay, so let me get a good like shot to pause. Let me. Okay. Alright, sure. I guess this is fine. But yeah, so this is the second protagonist, Mio. She definitely looks and sounds like Nia. For a second, I thought, or at first, I actually thought this was Nia when I first saw on the
Yeah,
trailer.
I think most people thought that this was Nia.
Yeah,
and they
and
revealed
one
the character, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's Mio."
one more thing. Her core crystal is actually upside down compared to, like, if you compare it to Nia, which I'm gonna try to get a shot of, which I don't think I can right now. Oh yes, there we go. I think. Well, actually, no, I can't really right now. Oh well, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, but just imagine Nia's core crystal, and like flip it. That's how hers looks. Now, hers is.
Don't the colors move in the core crystal?
Oh, I did not know that. Then in that case, whoops. Then it does not matter whatsoever.
I mean,
then.
I could be wrong about that, but I thought that they moved.
Oh well, I guess
Sort of,
they could
sort of
move.
just like-
I mean,
Yeah,
but yeah.
the
I
color
like that.
will like float around within the blue, basically.
Also, one more thing. I saw those red particles. I don't know. Are those cubes? I'm just trying to go back for a second, or it might just be fire. Okay, no wait. Those are just flames. But yeah, so she has twin rings, and which is Nia's weapon, basically, which actually no wait, well actually no wait, that is Dromok's weapon, which she wields, which is like her default weapon, is what I meant to say.
Who it looks like a mini Bridget with a shield hammer. Behind her.
Yeah. We see her in this shot. I didn't even see her. Oh yeah. I guess we do actually. Oh yes. There we go. Yeah. Though we will get to her in a second. For right now, let's just talk more about Mio. So about Mio, I think that she is a descendant of Nia for sure. I 100% guarantee, like she's somewhat related to Nia. Like there's no doubt about that as a fact. I can guarantee that most likely.
So far, I have to say my favorite thing about now having 2 Xenoblade games with cat girls is that they seem to name the cat girl party members after noises that cats make.
I thought you were gonna say so far after we got 2 good Xenoblade games. I'm like, oh gosh, are you gonna trash Xenoblade 2 again? Because you tend to do that often. You're like, Xenoblade 2 is a bad game. Alright, sorry, I'm getting off topic. I just
trash talk Xenoblade 2 in my sleep.
Alright, anyway, so sorry about that. I should not try to. I should be focused because it's gonna take a while at this rate. I mean, okay, I will say. Let's try to, just pick up the pace a little bit, because I think we're spending a little bit too much time.
I think we're going a little fast, but
Oh wow, okay.
I'm just crazy.
Okay, the thing is that people might get bored because so that's what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know. I mean,
it's all good.
Maybe this is a good speed, but yeah. So anyway, anything else on Mio for just based on what we see right now, or
I mean, the only thing we really know about her is that she's absolutely related to Nia in some way, but whether she's her descendant or not, I think that's still up in the air.
Oh, she is definitely a Blade Eater. That I think that's a fact.
Who the hell
at least.
just joined?
Blade Eater. Blade Eater is something else.
Hey, we're in the middle of recording.
What?
Why?
Hello.
Why did you?
Did someone else has?
Why
joined?
did you say that? Why did you say that we're in the recording? I was gonna just kick him out so that I don't have to So now I have to edit this part out. Shit, I didn't want to edit this video. Fuck.
I mean, nothing too weird happened. We could leave it in, and maybe people will like it.
Yeah, just I don't know. Funny.
Whatever. Okay. All right. Fine. If you see this, that means I think it's kind of obvious. I kind of just lost motivation to just make videos, so I'm very lazy right now when it comes to editing. Sorry about that, but it is what it is. Which is why I wasn't able to get that trivia video done, because I just don't have motivation. All right.
Oh, good. You've been busy.
All right. Okay. All right. So, anything else on Mio?
Honestly, not really. I do notice a snowflake pattern on her coat, which does make me wonder if she's going to be ice element based.
Yes. That might be a thing if they're bringing that back, which they might. I guess.
I think they will bring back elements. I just wonder if they're going to add new ones. I don't think so, but.
Well, 1 and 2, both had for ice as an element.
Yeah. All right. I'll continue.
But the real question that raises is how much significance will elements have?
And how are they?
Yeah, that
the elements were a lot more important to Xenoblade 2.
Yeah,
than they were in Xenoblade
they were basically just
that is
a
question we will tackle when we do the gameplay part of. But
that's true. We'll have a separate video for that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So okay. So all right. So I'm gonna play a little bit more of the video, and now we have this guy that looks like Amalthus. Hold on.
Yeah.
His name is Lanz.
And in some other places I'm in, we've speculated that Can's is possibly a machina, like, or some kind of evolution of a machina. Partially because his armor is like it's very much from the XC1 country, and he's got sort of like an altered sort of machina design to him. Like he has like the red eye, sort of gray skin. He doesn't have quite the like extravagant sort of clothing that machina usually have, or does he have very perky boobs like certain machina has?
Now he does, though. He seems more Indoline, though it could be possible of like Indoline and machina interbreeding, which I mean probably could have happened. I mean we don't know. I mean
that definitely sounds like it's in character for the people of Indol.
The only reason I'm going to say he doesn't look Indoline is Indoline skin is usually like a bluish color. This is clearly two different shades of gray. Which is a lot more in line for Machina, and he has some like lines almost like connecting the two parts of his face. So I think it's more likely that
it's also a Machina thing. It's like, very different.
He certainly looks less machine-like than the rest of the Machina, but
it could be. I think it could be due to like interbreeding, which is why we said it. And also, his sword reminds me of Zeke. Basically, it's. I think it's even bigger than Zeke's sword. Actually, you know, like it looks like fucking thick as fuck. You know, like look at that sword, man. That sword's basically a shield. You know, like it's a shield basically. He might be a tank with actually, you know, in that case.
He makes a Xenoblade 2 style shield right here in this shot when he lowers his sword. So.
All right, sorry about that. We just had to cut some part out because some things happened, and yeah. All right. Anyway, so so where were we? So we were talking about how big his weapon is, and it could even act as a shield. So I have something to say, which I'll say for the gameplay one, but yeah. All right, and we don't know much about these guys. Well, we know, or other than what we just said, but other than that, you know, we don't know what. Yeah.
I like analyzing his big sword.
Yeah, so he definitely is probably gonna play again. Okay, I know this is a little gameplay, but like he definitely seems to be of a tank or like a shield type character because of this move right here. But yeah, and he seems to be on what do you call on the not Nia's team. Yes. So okay. So for the time being, if we say team Xenoblade 1, we mean like Team Noah, and if we say Team Xenoblade 2, we mean Team Mio, because he's on their team right now, it seems, and this is probably early on, from what I gather, because they will be fighting alongside. So I assume that this is like chapter 1 or 2, like, you know, like this exact battle is probably in chapter 1 or chapter 2, basically. So,
probably.
Yeah. All right, and that was Mia's blade, or I guess partner.
I knew it.
Okay, yeah, and this is the blade. And okay. So before we talk about him, I'm going to go back to the other girl.
I knew it.
Okay, yeah, her. So I will say that she is that is definitely a big shield hammer, and she definitely gives you Bridget vibes because of that hairstyle, you know, that for sure.
Yeah. She also seems to have a normal core crystal on her chest, and the lines also imply that she's probably actually a blade.
Now again, my theory is that I think she is a blade eater, but I mean, we don't know for sure. I mean, I'm betting that again that they figure out a way to make blade eaters, you know, like I guess like very good or like very well, basically is what I mean to say. But yeah, so about her, she's Team Mio. Anything else that we can say about her other than, you know, what we already said?
I can't really think of much. I was going to point out the ether lines on her body, but that's just more evidence that she's a blade.
Yeah, I mean that's not that significant because we have a core, so like we know that she's a blade. I mean, but or at least a blade eater or a blade. But yeah. All right, so I
guess.
guess we'll move on to that
Okay,
other
okay.
guy then. That very conspicuous looking man. Ready
Yeah,
for
the
him?
one who was totally voiced by definitely Vandam.
Coming.
Yep, this guy. So two. I think there's two possibilities. Either one. So okay. So firstly, if for those that don't know, this is Van Damme's voice. Van Damme from Xenoblade 2, I should say, because I know there's Van Damme in X, but yeah. So
There's a Vandam in
Every Xeno game has Van
Oh,
Man,
wow.
as we call them.
Yeah.
Nice.
There is
He was a very popular character in Xenogears, and so
Interesting.
he returned again in Xeno Saga as a super boss. And then
Interesting. All right.
actually
Alright,
in Xenosaga. He was.
All right, guys. Let's not talk about Xenosaga right now. I mean,
Well,
sorry.
he was just a regular character, kind of like Colonel Vanguard in Xenoblade 1.
Yeah, I will
Which
say,
also-
I
Colonel Vanguard was named Vandham in Japan, but that was missed in localization.
all right. Okay, so two things. I actually, there's not two things. It's only one thing actually right now. This guy is Zeke. This is Zeke von Gambu, bringer of chaos, ultimate lightning fury slash. That is his full name. This is him. I can bet that. Few reasons.
Yeah, this is probably Zeke train, because assuming this is like hundreds of years later, it would make sense that he's now an old man and he's not dead like everyone else would be, because he's a blade eater and he's just much slower.
Yeah, and it's so what gives it away is that eye patch, and he has that cross or okay. Let me turn off the subtitles, but yeah. So you see that line? I think that line could be his scar from, I guess, either war or from his blade eating process or blade eating process. But yeah,
I know
and
that.
yep.
I definitely support the fact that he would be alive given the timeline, or well, we don't even know how many years this is, but realistically Zeke could be alive, but really, do we expect Zeke to be alive? Personally, I imagine during the ending he just immediately fell off of Gramps' back when Pyra and Mithra were reawakened and died.
But like he lives though. But thing is that
what happens after the ending that we don't see? What if he just immediately fell off of Gramps?
So you see, that's the thing. Zeke thinks he's unlucky, but he's very lucky because he survives all of those times. So, like
that would actually be a really interesting
twist
if this is Zeke and then it turns out like that his luck, his bad luck actually protects him or something. That would actually be really good.
Like he has fucking Nagito luck.
Alright, I'm gonna move on ahead, but yeah, there's not much else to say. And yes, and then we have this girl that looks like so I have two things to say on her. Number one, in the actual game, she looks like Fiora, but her art style reminds me of Mithra, which is very odd. I mean, because like
I'm thinking that it could just be long-haired Shulk.
Oh yes, which we will get to why he's saying this could be long-haired Shulk later on, but
oh god.
But still, now from what it seems, which team is she on? Is she Mia or Noah? I actually don't remember.
Well, let's look at the flu.
She looks like a Homs, or actually no way. She's supposed to be
she has one of the symbols on her hand, which I think it was assigned to one of the two factions. So she's probably to one of the factions for sure. It's just which one it is on the hand. I'm gonna look at the announcements quickly. Sorry.
I'm just okay. Yeah. So this is that same girl that we saw a second ago, right? That she was playing on the flute, right?
I don't think so. She has a different hair color. This girl has different hair color and she has wings.
Okay, all right. So never mind that. Okay, because for a second I thought that this was that girl because I thought this was this girl, but never mind then. Okay, yeah. In that case, this girl looks like Fiora.
Eunie and the new blonde lady are both tied to the XD1 country.
Playable then.
Because they have the same symbol that is just featured in relation to the Xenoblade 1 country. You can see it on her hand.
So this could actually be like an ancestor of Fiora and Shulk then in that case for sure then. So
Not it.
I know
yeah,
it's not really
sorry,
special
yeah,
to
I
this.
meant that.
It's not really special to this girl because all of the flute players here are wearing it, but I just like to point out that she's wearing a very similar belt to the one that Shulk wears in Future Connected.
I see.
Yeah.
It has that same glowing
that also
circle
will probably
pattern.
be towards the Xenoblade 1
Alright.
faction. Because
And this looks like this might be Gormont. I don't know. I mean from because like I see this giant like
a
head.
lot of the
you know, type-
areas see like fusions of different maps from across Xenoblade 1 and 2.
Yeah, and hey, look, we have totally not the world tree. Actually, we don't know what this tree is. This could be like what remains of the world tree. I mean, at this point.
While
It
up
probably
close, the
exists.
texture is reminding me of the World Tree. There's also a very high chance that this could be Frontier Village from Xenoblade 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. And
Yeah.
one more thing.
It is
We see them
like
remove their jackets, which means that we could possibly get like actual changeable clothing back, which we didn't have in 2. So
Finally.
hopium.
Maybe we
copium,
get
I don't
another
know.
sex scene after 20 years.
I'm sorry. What? You know what? I'm just going to ignore that. Okay. But yeah. So this tells me that we're able to change clothes in this game, like we could in Xenoblade 1, and I think X2, or I don't know if you could change in X. I haven't really played X, so.
Oh yeah, X has like
You could
some of
definitely
the
change.
most customization.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. But yeah, so and here they're practicing their flute, or I guess they're holding on to their flute, but I think this scene is like just for like the views and just like there's not that much, or we don't know, but like I can't really tell what's going on other than like it just looks nice.
There's some interesting stuff in the background I'm noticing, and I can't
Yeah,
really make out
I
what
don't know what I don't know what that is, but yeah, it could be Frontier Village, as you said.
Like there's like a weird kind of building off in the background near the right. It looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
also to the left, it almost looks like that there's like a building or a structure there. Like
Yeah.
Try to move
Yeah.
forwards again.
Okay, yes, and then we have another party member. So this one was this was the girl that I said looked like Mithra is so she's definitely team I want to say Noah because she has those high anteriors, but she looks like Mithra. So that leaves me to speculate that I know that we've memed about this in our iceberg, but hey, she could be a descendant of Mithra. I mean, we don't know that. We don't know if blades can give birth, but I know that Aegis they maybe can.
Yeah, we do know that we can give birth because Minoth.
What?
Yeah, he gave birth. Well, I mean,
Minoth-
he was a flesh eater, so maybe it's fine.
Well, no.
Who knows?
Minoth is a flesh eater, and I don't think he gave birth. Because that was an adopted daughter, so he didn't give, or like he didn't. Well, okay, Minoth wouldn't be able to give birth anyways because. But yeah,
you don't know that.
I mean, unless Minoth was secretly a girl and he still has that part, but I don't know. Okay, moving on. But yeah, so
That's something else.
Yeah,
anyway,
that-
high
yeah.
end, yeah.
yeah, and we see that from the dress, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like FC Melia. I don't know why, but like it just kind of does.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
it's something
yeah,
that Melia would wear, right? Like I think it's the colors, maybe because like they seem something like that. But yeah. All right.
Yeah. Also, her staff is a fucking gun.
And then we have this guy who I have no idea. All I know is that he looks like Akos. And he looks like a nerdy Akos, basically, just like from his looks.
You know, his name is Taion, according to the other stuff. Apparently, he's gonna be a playable party member as well.
Yeah, his power seems to be psychokinesis, where you can move things with your mind, which is actually very interesting. So then, is he a blade, or is he a blade eater, or like what is he then? I mean, we don't see, like we can't see his
Blade
chest.
faction, or
okay.
the Xenoblade 2 faction, from what it looks like. So
He could be like a blade or something. I mean, we don't know because his chest is covered, so we can't see if he has a core crystal. Like even if he did.
maybe he might actually be a driver, and he's like, because we haven't really seen any examples of like a proper driver from the game.
But the thing is that if he's a driver, then like how does he have his powers then? Like a regular driver is like just.
That might just be like his blade right there. That's what his blade is, and
Oh, okay. All right, I see what you mean.
They're his few.
We
All
also,
right.
I might be
Yeah.
forgetting something. We missed the fact that the Hyantia girl has a tattoo on her chest.
Oh, she does. Okay, let me go back a little bit. Hold on.
they look like they're darkened.
Oh yeah, she does actually. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah. Thank you for noticing that.
I didn't want to be the one to point it out.
It's
Yeah,
good.
I mentioned it before, but the weird Shulk, like the female Shulk or Fiora or Mithra person we saw before, had like a mark on them. That mark was on their hand. That same mark is what's tattooed on her boob.
Yeah. And what is the significance of that? I don't know. I mean, is there something in one which is somewhat significance of that, or
on everyone from the XU1 country.
okay?
Somewhere on. Yeah, I'll figure that out later.
All right. So now I guess now we'll look at the environments. All right. So I think we're about halfway through this trailer, or yeah, about halfway. I do know that like I'll kind of stop at like at the logo ish, or like yeah. So we got like halfway. Yeah. So yeah, that. Okay. But yeah. So this is probably what is this? This is about Biona's shoulder, maybe. It looks kind of.
I would think this maybe like Valak Mountain after all the snow is
Mountain.
gone.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely Team Xenoblade 1 faction for sure, but I can tell that much. But yeah,
Over in the distance, that looks like a spike from Gower Plain.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the thing,
On like the left
the
side.
thing, what could have happened is that yeah. Sorry, go crack.
Yeah, a lot of what this map has looked like over the course of this trailer is like different parts of like all the different maps from both Xenoblade 1 and 2 have just come together to make a fucking abstract mess. And it's beautiful.
I was gonna say that I think what happened is, so you know how we had that Bionis and that Mechanist shape, right? I think like each part kind of just broke, and now it's like its own continent, like on the land is what I was gonna say. So like I think that's what could have happened, which I don't know. I mean, that could have happened.
They're showing all that. They're about to show all the map footage. I am so happy they're doing cobweb maps for this game.
All right, and what is this?
This
This is Gar Plains. This is Gormont. I don't know. I mean,
there's
it could
so
be
many
either.
different places here.
It could, it could be Gormont. It could be Gar
You can see
Plains.
Orion in the map.
Also, one more thing. I want to say one thing. You see, so the Gormont we saw in Xenoblade 2 is like not even half of what Gormont actually is, because like Gormont has 3 towns, and we only see Torrigoth in the game. So like Gormont is a lot bigger than like the actual thing that we see in the game.
Xenoblade 2 was a rush job, so they abridged a lot of its content in the actual game.
Yeah. But yeah, so for all we know, this could be like the other side of Gormont, is what I'm trying to say.
This might be like Gormont, but like actually what Gormont is.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is also clearly some teeth here up in the top left. This
I'm pretty sure that the
would actually be. Is this where the Uriah Titan is?
Yeah.
That could be where the Uriah Titan is. That one over there, but this is not
I think it is
Uriah.
from the top because
Yeah.
the one thing you see, like the title card they show, is that the Uriah Titan looks like it's been split in half in the back, and that's in the exact same way that it seems to be split over near the top right.
Oh, so ouch then. ouch, I guess. And they seem
and
to be
I might as well point out the really obvious part. This part that they're walking on right here is the distant fingertip from Xenoblade 1.
I see. And also I believe Vandam / Zeke's is talking right now. If I'm correct, though, I don't think that's though for our conversation. That's not. I mean, we can't really say much on that. Like we can only talk about like the visuals. But yeah,
There's
but
some
he is
stuff
talking right
that
now.
I do want to talk about. Probably when we do the XEX stuff.
Okay, so just save it for that then. But yeah, and
that's what we'll do.
this might be outcome. I'm sorry, no, this might be Erit C. Maybe I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, it looks like
grass color and the plants. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
it looks like Erit C. I'm just saying that, and that sword is definitely the Mechanist sword, or yeah, it's the Mechanist sword which the Mechanist Titan had in Xenoblade
There
1.
was an interesting contradiction that JB pointed out about this to me, and that was that the Mechanist sword got like split in half, and yet it's like basically like fully there in
Alice
this.
could.
Well,
I mean,
actually,
for all
is
we
it
know-
fully there? Because that's the handle. We don't see the lower half, so we also don't know
True.
how much how
True,
deep
true.
it actually is in the
'Cause-
ground.
Because if this is Erit C, then like they're pretty much on the ground, right? Like already. Because like I don't think this is a cliff or like it's a big cliff. So
Yeah,
for all we
there
know,
is a hill, so we don't see exactly where it connects to the ground.
Yeah, they
also-
were hearing that. That is something worth noting.
but
Wait,
And also, when you take
considering
into
the-
account that was literally a whole area from Xenoblade 1, the size
Yeah.
of the sword is a lot bigger than it may seem from this angle.
Which,
Yeah.
I want to bring up that whole area of Xenoblade 1 in a second. It's
All right.
right here.
this
Yeah.
yeah. This looks like Uriah to me, though I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Okay,
This
well, no,
looks like
someone said
Sword
it's
Valley.
Fallen Arm. Never mind. Sorry. But it.
Yeah, this looks like Sword Valley, Fallen Arm. The
Okay, never
thing
mind
that stands out to me
I
is
was
that
way
this
off then.
this exact topography is in Xenoblade X, which is
Interesting.
very suspicious. Because there's another case of the exact topography from this game showing up identically in Xenoblade X, like almost perfectly, and it's very suspicious.
Yeah.
Especially because
trees
like,
actually do. Sorry for.
Oh no,
talking
no,
over you.
I don't know. I didn't say anything. But yeah.
These trees remind me a lot of Uriah, so
yeah.
that's really interesting.
Yeah, which is why I kind of said that. Is this like the Orion stomach just cut open and like the top part is like like it's fully exposed? That's what I thought first, but then you guys said Fallen Arm. Okay, so it's Fallen Arm, so it's not Uriah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, but that's also just the one finger from Fallen Arm, so it's possible that these two areas could just be really close to each other.
True.
Also,
And-
we saw the distant fingertip, and we and like in the background there was Uriah. Maybe it's all just fused into one giant continent, one supercontinent, and so like elements from everywhere is just.
I also
And
just
just-
wanted to point out in that previous shot, there's nothing like too big to see, but like the purple item orbs look delicious.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am so. That's such a great redesign for the item orbs.
Okay,
Yeah,
and yeah, and I think this is Agniratha, if I'm correct. It's like Agniratha out in the open, or because I'm not too good with Mechanist names. If I'm going to be honest,
I mean, this is more like Sword Valley or this. Actually,
Valley.
no. This looks.
It can't
like,
be Sword Valley because the sword is stabbed
Yeah.
to the ground.
I mean,
True.
the other place also kind of looked like Sword Valley, which has had me a little suspicious about that. But the main thing here is that this also kind of looks like more ordained from Xenoblade 2.
More Ordained is coming up next, I think, or I mean, like in some time. So, because I think that's its own area. So we'll see in a second. But
It might be
yeah,
the same area.
yes. This, yeah, I
No,
think this
also looks like
is
most
more ordained. I
ordained.
think. Yeah, this looks like to be more
Actually,
ordained to
wait.
me, at least.
This is on the more ordained Titan, which
This could be what they made of like the capital, like basically now, because like they could have rebuilt the capital, and I do think that what's her name again, guys? Sorry, I forgot, but I think she is from More Ordained because she does look like Bridget, so I have a feeling that she might be, yeah, she could be some sort of like like a Bridget infused. I mean, not infused, but like like inspired Blade, if that makes sense. And it
Yeah.
makes sense why she's here because this might be her hometown actually.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I will just
this
say-
is very-
yeah.
this place is quite interesting because while it does share a lot of similarities with Alba Cabbage, it also looks a lot like a lot of the technology reminds me more of the Mechanis.
Well, I
in
think
just-
what could have
in
happened.
just aesthetic,
architecturally,
like
it's very Alba Cabinet, but like technologically, it is very Mechanis. It's got a lot of the choke tech elements
The
here and
thing
there
is,
as
what
well.
could have happened is that knowing that more Ardain, because like they want to make money and like they seem to be like the very industrial type of area, they could have just like learned like mechanist or like machina tech just for their benefit. Like it's possible, like compared to like Gormont, which like they don't really care about technology that much compared to like more Ardain, which they definitely care. So it could be that they just happen to like just learn about that quickly just for their advantage. Because that seems like a more ordained thing to do, to be like very like I guess in their world very high techy, So
yeah.
and I guess
also
Machina would be
possible,
high tech for them. Yeah.
It's also possible maybe they could have found like scraps from parts from the Mechanis and then used in their own technology since
True.
Yeah.
the worlds
The
are
third
connected
option
now.
is that they just straight up betrayed the Xenoblade 2 cast and became like that seems unlikely though, because
Wait, guys, I just realized one thing. So okay, I'm just gonna go back for a second to like all of the environments. Okay. Yes, sorry, 1 second. I noticed something. Okay. So I noticed that the person that's walking on that scene, I think they're from that respective nation, like either one or two. So like this is definitely from one, which would, I mean, we kind of know that, but like because this is Noah, and then yeah, this is also from one. So this whole background I think is from one. So or maybe the background may not be, but like where he's running is definitely from one at least. Like that platform is from one at least. Maybe the background is two. I don't. Yeah, that could be a possibility. This is also from one. This could be from two then. I mean, because here we have Mio. So if they're following that same theme, this could be somewhat how in two.
That's like right over there is from the Mechanis.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Then okay, then that case then my mini game theory is wrong then. Okay. But all right,
Well, it
that's
also
fine.
makes sense because a lot of these areas are very obviously fusion areas.
Yeah.
Also,
And this guy's of one nation, and she is from two nation, and yeah, just 1 second. I'm trying to pause at the right time. Yes, so she's from two nation, and we know that she's from one nation. And what area is this?
So honestly, I think for the most part, your theory seems to be correct, except for the part with Mio. It might just
Yeah.
be because they haven't changed the area with Mio, or
True,
where
true,
like
true.
the Mio people are from.
Yeah, and now what area is this? This looks like a little
This
bit
is
of
like
like
Shoulder from
uh-huh.
Xenoblade 1.
Mhm.
Get
Yeah,
connected.
and I also see some like violet orbs. I don't know if you guys can see on like the right leg of that thing, whatever that thing is. I don't even know what to call that thing. But
The
yeah.
technology on that looks a lot like an artifice.
Oh,
Yeah.
artifice. So you guys think this is holy shit. So you're saying that this could be one of the fallen artifice. Wow, okay. Interesting. Okay. That is very
At least
but the-
whatever technology
then-
it is must be inspired by an artifice at least.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say because it seems to be like running because you see those like can you guys see my
In general,
mouse?
we see this kind of
Well-
this sort of technology used a lot throughout this game. Like these sort of artifice tech. Yeah.
And then we
same
have
here.
this area.
It's like same technology. It's interesting because like this technology doesn't line up very well with either of the countries we've had established really so far.
I mean,
But
to be
it
fair,
might be
I think after they merge, like everything just kind of just like I guess mixed together. So we shouldn't really think of them as like separate still.
I can't take credit for noticing this thing here, but I
What?
did see a comparison online between this giant machine here and something from Xenosaga, but I won't go into too much of Xenosaga.
All right, yeah. Okay, and this seems to be what is this area? It seems to be like okay, wait. We have this. I remember Zeke. You told me in Xenoblade 2 you can ride on those like wires. I remember
Yes,
that
you can grind on the wires
so
like that.
this could be more ordained. Maybe I don't know. I mean, it could be. I mean, it's possible. So, or it's not more ordained than
Well, I guess it kind of looks like Moradane.
Yes,
But I mean, it doesn't really look like any one area from Moradane. It's just kind of like
it looks
the
like
rocks
a new area.
and being able to ride along that thing.
Also, I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
say that Moradane is a lot bigger than it looks, because like that, Moradane is supposed to be like enormous. Just so you guys know that, not as big as Gormart, but like it's big. It just that we see like a very small portion of Moradane. That's all.
Yeah,
And also,
It could just be chunks of Moradane.
yeah,
But
true.
I would like to point out that these islands are floating, which means that they are likely made out of hoverstone from the Bionic shoulder.
Yeah.
And
they
we see
also are very
Cloud.
reminiscent. They
This
are also
area
very reminiscent of floating platforms from X, but
And
Yeah,
and also one more
um,
thing, I see
yeah,
clouds, and I think of Xenoblade 2. It could be that this area has a very very high ether, which is why like there's somehow a cloud sea is here for some reason as well, and that's how they're floating. That could be also why.
I don't know. I think that might either just be fog down there or we're somewhere really high up. But there's also clouds above, so it's probably just fog underneath.
Yeah, and also
there's generally multiple layers.
since she's riding on this rail, I think that we can travel across, without having to fast travel like from this, which is actually very cool. Which you could in 2 as well, which I never knew, because the game never told me about that. But yeah. Okay,
I almost kind of doubt that this is like a fast travel. I think that's, from the look of it, that might be the only way to get to that platform.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I'm just saying that like instead of fast traveling like you could use a super cool way. It's a little slower, but like it looks cooler.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, moving on. Yes, and okay, this is
so
definitely
obviously Magna Forest.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is definitely that forest. And now we have everyone together. So
We have
yeah.
4 party members, which is interesting.
I think that might just be a coincidence. I don't know, but can you play as 4 people in X or in X?
Yes.
It's only
You
3.
can play it for X, yeah.
Okay, all right. So we might get 3 or 4 people. I don't know.
Someone else I was talking to noticed was that the sort of background of this place kind of reminded them of like Noctilum, which is an area in X, which is also a jungle area.
Interesting. Mhm.
Also happens to have a tree that's very specifically modeled on the Nopon trees.
All right.
And this definitely looks more like Magna Forest, though.
Yeah,
than
definitely.
Noctilum.
Yeah, it's Magna Forest, but just like that element of.
And this looks like Torna, but like Torna is gone, so it's not Torna.
Yeah, it's like how the hell would anywhere from Torna be here? But this very
but-
distinctly looks like the Denad Desert.
Yeah, from Torna, exactly. Yeah, it could probably be oh wait, wild theory. What if Klaus, when the Torna Titan fell, he somehow made that come back up, and like now it's it's somehow like connected somehow. What if cuz technically Torna Titan was in Land of Moratha. But like Klaus could have done his magic, because that guy could do anything basically. So who knows? He could have basically just revived it or like just made that land again. I don't know. I don't think so. But like I'm just saying it's possible.
Klaus can't bring things back from the dead. There are limits to what he can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
bummer then.
that's a big point in Xenoblade 2 behind his motives about what he does, because like that, like he tries to revive the people of the Xenoblade Zero stuff, and it causes the Goldo to happen.
Xenoblade
and so
Zero.
the-
okay.
Yeah.
I love how you call, like pre-Klaus Xenoblade Zero. What a nice
I mean,
terminology.
there's a lot of lore for you, so I may as well just decide if
Yeah.
it was super
So
handy.
basically, we don't know what this area is. Okay, this could be Arid Sea, maybe. I don't think so. But like, it could be like a lake there, but like, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, or this could be a completely new area because like the continents at the end of 2, there were continents which we've never seen before. So for all we know, this could be like a completely new area.
Yeah.
Because I do think that we will get new areas, and same goes with this. This is either Arid Sea or it's a new area.
This is absolutely RSC, yeah.
Yeah, it's Arid Sea. Okay.
Oh my god.
That
what the
could
heck
be-
is that enemy?
That could be a unique monster, or as they say in X, a freaking tyrant, right? I think they're called that, right?
Yeah.
If I'm correct.
That is 2 monsters, like one monster riding another.
Didn't we have that in Xenoblade
Maybe
1,
they're
but
just
like
showing
you have
you
2
Xenoblade
monsters,
3
like as one enemy, right? I forgot.
What?
I actually,
Yes. In
actually,
Xenoblade 1,
we're-
Hodes will often ride
Yeah.
Lugas.
All right, and,
Yeah.
and let's save that for the gameplay. Sorry about that. I don't want to waste too much time on the
I don't.
on
Well,
topics.
there is some high Antia technology in the background, or at least like
Yeah,
structure.
I do see that. Yeah.
It looks, this entire area looks like Arid Sea overall. Oh, speaking of Arid Sea, there's 2 things I want to point out here. First off, in this scene, somebody else I was talking to noticed that you can seemingly dive underwater, which might mean the underwater gameplay as well, which would be absurd.
We will talk about that in the
But
in the gameplay
the
one,
more
but yeah.
important thing that I want to talk about was the black fog in the background is the same as what we see with the Tainted and the
Fog
Future
Beast.
Connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I actually just noticed that too now. Thank you. All right, so
I will also just say really quick, it's really weird seeing enemies this deep into the water.
I
Usually
think
they're
we
pretty
might
close
be
to
able
land,
to
right?
fight. I think we might be able to fight like on sea. We could have that like you see like they're riding a boat, and I don't think it's a cutscene. This seems to be like an in-game thing. So we could potentially be able to ride on boats and fight them from these boats. Like I don't know. I don't know if that would be a thing, but either we could fight these enemies like hold on. I went too far back. Hold on. Yeah. Either we're able to somehow fight them, like while in water. It could be possible. It's not. I mean, it's not impossible, but like certainly hard to fight. When you're like trying to swim for your life, but it's not impossible, I guess. But I do think that we could be able to also shoot because you see how like that thing has like a gun attached to the top. We could
Yeah.
shoot them. It could be like a mini game, maybe.
So this isn't going to be gameplay related, but this area is one of the bigger examples that really caused me to go through a bit of a mini midlife crisis while I was sleeping last night.
Oh yes, I
something that
did remember this, but yes, continue.
Yeah, of this little like island in the background is directly from X. Technically,
Yes.
it's also in 2. And it's something you can climb up in Leptheria, but it's been slightly altered now in this, and it perfectly lined up with the structure in Xenoblade X. Like the only thing that's different is that like that little glowing part isn't glowing. Everything else identical to what's
Okay,
in X.
if I'm not lazy, I'll probably put a picture. I can't guarantee. I mean, I might just forget to put that in. I'm sorry if I do, but hopefully I don't forget this. But so which is actually very interesting. And no wait, and also one more thing. So that thing I said, which looks like a cannon or a gun, it's not a gun. I think that's just like a boat antenna or like a satellite. So never mind. But still, we might be able to drive this boat then. So I guess we're bringing back vehicles from because you could in X as well. All right, and this is definitely either Nia or Melia. I'm now at this point. But
I will
let's
just
see.
like to point out that giant robot there has a thing that looks distinctly like the Zohar right on it.
It does.
Oh,
it does.
yeah, it does.
Though I don't. Okay, it might just be a coincidence. Okay, yes, but it kind of has like multiple parts to it, so I don't incline to believe that. But I could.
I mean, the Xenosaga Zohar had a lot of little details.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that has like this. Like, it's a lot of the same details too, and a lot of the same. Like the only thing that's different is that it's not like there's not like some glowing parts, but that's pretty blatantly meant to be a reference to the Zohar. I wonder if that means that they're going to be using like Zohar based tech, because but if they, how would they have that?
Yeah,
but then that
because we don't know where the Zohar is now. Or the
Mhm.
conduit.
Well, the Zohar, there's still remnants of like Zohar tech around, of like the Zohar technology.
Okay, so now we have everyone. So we have both Team Nia. I'm sorry, Mio. Yes, Mio and Noah. Okay, and let's see who they're fighting up against. Okay. So now this is a completely different scene. So I don't know. Hey, we have Napons. We don't know. Okay, this guy might be the Napon playable character because he has the like a weapon attached to him. Maybe, I don't know, or he might just have.
Girl also seems to have a shield of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know. Like, this is the only time we see like the actual Napons, if I'm correct. I don't think we see like majorly, unless they're in the background. I know, but it's the only time we actually see Napons up close. So interesting. So they could be the seventh party member. You know, we don't know that. We will have to see.
Because Napon's hair looks like exactly like my hair, and I hate it.
Now I will say, do you guys think there's a seventh party member? I think so. It's just that they haven't revealed who. I mean, for sure. I mean, like, it's going to be a secret.
I want to be a party member again, because the worst instance of having Nopon, but not having them be playable is literally just Xenoblade X. It's the only one. I don't want to repeat that problem. I want my playable costume.
Xenoblade X, we had Jar Jar, you know, in that game. Okay. All right, so now we have a close-up with her, and she has a big forehead. I just wanted to say that out.
Yeah.
No, she definitely has a big forehead. Okay, and this definitely.
In that shot, sorry, I was muted while you were doing it. In that shot with the Hyantia girl, her wings are black now.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so what could that mean? So what does that mean from one? I don't remember that meaning anything. So that's why I'm asking you.
There were no Hyantia in one with black wings.
Yeah,
interesting.
Especially one that had their wings change colors, because her wings were white before, but now they're black. So her wings have changed colors. Whether that's a purely cosmetic thing, or like there's actual lore to it, we don't know. But that is.
Okay, I know this is a gameplay thing, but it could be like you know how we have like Para, Mithra, and Numa. It could be like that sort of thing for like a buff or like a phase, you know, of her.
Yeah,
you know.
that would be a narrative thing.
Yeah. But yeah, which I'll talk about more in the gameplay part. But yeah. Okay, and now this is probably, I want to say Melia. I think from the way it looks, it's probably Melia. No, I don't know. We will see in a second.
Actually, wait. No, okay, that's just Noah's hand, which was the position.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and so I will say this servant guy looks like what were those like those robots from Star Wars 1, like that were like in the war? I forgot like what they're called from Star Wars 1, but like they say Roger, you know. Do you know like yeah, but like this guy looks like that for some reason, and this is Melia. Now I will say, Melia, she sounds like Terrea. I thought it was Terrea for a split second. Like we can all agree that this sounds like Terrea, but we know it's Melia.
Yeah,
maybe her voice changed.
From the voice, and then as I was listening back to it very carefully, I realized it is Jenna Coleman speaking. This is actually Jenna Coleman speaking.
Yeah,
and she's just using a very different type of inflection.
Yeah,
overall.
It could be that she grew older and her voice changed, because like as you grow older, your voice does change. As you grow.
Well, it doesn't make sense that she would sound much different from Future Connected. Like even I thought this sounded like Tyrea, and
Yeah, it might be that
and
filter
I'm me.
because
So if I'm
Yeah.
confusing someone with Tyrea, then you know.
It's right at
Yeah,
the end that I noticed it, like,
yeah,
it sounds
when I
like
saw- Track, go ahead.
it was only at the end, like very end of her voice line, that I noticed that her voice changed, like that the way she was speaking and the way her tone was changing shifted very, very instantaneously to being much more Melia. And then I remembered, like, oh yeah, she's played much more serious roles, and so a serious kind of antagonistic role is something she has played before. So she's probably putting on that voice, which is also what caused her future connected voice to be a bit different than what she used to be with Melia, because it had been a long time. So
Okay. I just want to say one quick side note. We're gonna stop at the end of the trailer because I don't think we'll have time for our theories at this point. I mean, dude, we're going like it's been an hour, man. I think so.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll save that for another video, which is, I mean, it's fine. So because we'll focus on just so today we'll focus on just the trailer. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So continue. Yeah, I'll Crack. I guess finish your thing if you didn't finish.
Yeah,
already.
the point is that she just she is definitely Jenna Coleman speaking. She's
Okay.
just doing a very different kind of voice than what we as Xeno fans are used to.
Yeah. It could be her filter, like that face mask thing, which is changing her voice. It could, I don't know. She could be trying to sound different, or for some reason, there might be some reason why.
I have two things to say. One,
Yeah.
it's definitely in her voice that's different, because Melia in Xenoblade 1 did talk with a mask for a little bit.
Oh,
and
okay.
the filter, she sounded like herself.
Okay, all right.
This
Never
is
mind.
clearly an intentionally different voice. And two, I swear somebody at Monolith has listened to what I have been saying about high-end outfits needing to be dark colors.
Oh,
Yeah. They look
we don't
amazing in
know.
dark.
Maybe somebody.
I love the high-end darker colors because, like, the contrast is fucking beautiful.
All right. I'm gonna move on to the next girl. Okay.
Yeah. Then we go. Yeah.
We have Nia. Now this is totally Nia. Okay, and I don't know if it's just me but like, did her breasts grow? I mean, they seem to be a little bigger. Or it might just be me. I don't know. But anyways, this definitely sounds like Nia for sure. Like, this is Nia for a fact.
I was. The peers are just so on the nose about it.
Yeah, I will say, I think Mio is also voiced by the same voice actor as Nia. It sounds exactly like me.
The thing is, Mia's voice acting does sound a little bit different. Like, the way she's speaking and all that is just a bit different.
Yeah.
But
Definitely. I think that she probably, made herself sound different, but like, it's the same VA is what I'm saying. It just says she's doing a different voice is what I mean to say. But yeah.
Yeah.
And definitely, for context, I'm pretty sure both Melia and Nia, they are rulers of the respective planets. Sorry, of the respective worlds. So, Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 2 world. Okay.
Something else we noticed is that the place she's at looks vaguely similar to, like, Makana's core, and, like, she's on Yaldabaoth, which would mean she's effectively standing on Egil's corpse.
So she's basically on like enemy ground. She's playing capture. She's playing capture the flag, and she's trying to get the enemy's flag right now.
That could be entirely wrong. I am not confident in that statement about, like, the Makana's core thing.
Hey, it's fine.
It's all good. I was actually going to make the comparison to Yaldabaoth myself, but I was going to set it up into a joke where I was going to say I was going to lead it into it by saying something about how I'm not going to mention Xenoblade 2.
Oh boy! Also,
I was going to change the topic from Xenoblade 2.
I want to say that we should, after this game comes out, we should just like rewatch this video and see how wrong we were for everything.
I am so curious about what I'm about to get wrong, because there's so many things that this theory, like this whole thing.
And this is the first for me, because I've never done this for, like, before a game launch. I pretty much like predict stuff. Like, I've never done that like in a formal video, so it's very interesting for me. Same for you guys, I assume. But
yeah, I've never recorded a video like this.
Yeah, so
like analyzing
we are making
before.
history. We are living history as we speak.
I kind of wish they
February
could have
9th,
History for
2022.
3 of us. The
Yes.
first time we specifically made a video analyzing
Yeah,
a game
well,
trailer.
I guess 4 because Apex was it, but like Apex had to dip, but oh well.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, I'm good. So I think that's about the trailer. I think and now I think it's just a logo. So, but I'll just continue it.
No, let's
Yeah.
just see.
Yeah, and now
Okay.
and
And
now
then
we
we
have
see
and
sword.
now we have Uriah's mouth open, and we have the Mechanist sword, and we have
And you
them.
can see on the side that it's basically bisected. Big rip.
Yeah. Oh, the sword. Yeah, I guess it is
It goes
bisected.
down pretty far. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so before I look at the logo, so that's Uriah's rip. Uriah's dead, and we have the sword. Okay. So that pretty much.
Have you
about-
guys read about what Takahashi said about this?
Yes, I have read. I have read. He said that there is like significance to this, but like they can't tell us just yet. Or I read,
Yeah.
or I think
The
I don't think they
intriguing
mean.
part to me about what he said is how long this has been in the works.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He said-
To be fair, we knew that already. Like I've been saying that
Yeah.
they planned this multiverse thingy from the get go. Like I've been saying that for a long time, so I don't doubt that at all.
Have been planned out, like pretty much because episodes 1 through 5 of Perfect Works were all planned out with Xenogears, which was 20 years ago. Episode 6 was not planned out, but it got planned out during the development of Xenoblade X, and Takahashi, before Xenoblade 2 came out, basically said, "Oh yeah, Xenoblade 2 was written during Xenoblade X as part of the massive sum of lore I wrote back during that." And then we all just kind of went, "What?" And then we played through Xenoblade 2, and we were like, "I'm sorry, what?" And then Xenoblade 3 comes out, and he says it again, basically, because during Xenoblade X, which is why we need-
Lesson of the day: listen to Takahashi, except when he's lying and says that Xenoblade 1 and 2 are not connected at all, except they're different JRPGs. Yeah, I love that.
You can play 2 without playing 1. He pulled a little misdirect on that one. He sort of spun that into a different direction.
To be fair, okay, I would argue and say that if you play 2 before 1, it is not the end of the world. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
However, if you play 3 before 1 and 2, boy, what are you doing, man?
You're fun. Like, I've 1 and 2 for sure. There is no way you cannot play 1 and 2 before 3.
Yeah. Like, I can argue that, okay, because, like, yeah, when you...
He actively said that you could play 3 before you could play 1 or 2. And it's like, I call bullshit on that.
He has
like,
to say that just because of, like, sales, because otherwise it's not going to sell well. It's like that's for PR, basically. I mean, because, like, they want people to, like, buy the game.
It's pretty independent from the narrative of 1 and 2, but, like, a lot of the lore for this is obviously going to be what comes after 1 and 2. So, like, I guess you could, in theory, play it from a story structure standpoint based on what we've seen, but, like, obviously your experience is going to be dramatically enhanced by just playing 1 and 2 first.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, it's like someone watching Endgame as their first Marvel movie, like, bro, what the hell are you doing, man? All right, so that pretty much is it, and the only thing left is the logo, which I guess I'll talk about that, because I actually do have a small thing to say about the logo. Okay, so...
Yeah.
So, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay,
Also,
so what I wanted... So actually, Crack, you go first if you have something to say about the logo.
Well, not so much the logo, but like the flying like white cubes are everywhere again, and it's specifically in the context of these two. So I do think that has something to do with their whole off-seer status, but not much I can really say.
Pretty sure that is just ether. I think that's just ether, but yeah, I guess what I saw is that I noticed something very interesting. So, okay, can you guys see my mouse, or you can't?
Yes.
I don't know if you can. Okay, so you see here, like around this X part,
Yeah.
this flame is the exact same from Xenoblade 2's flame. Same goes with most of these, except I know in like some other areas, because I saw these side by side. I'll try to again if I remember. I'll try to pull up Xenoblade 2's like logo, somewhere on the screen. But
Yeah.
basically, it's not exactly the same, but like it's very similar. Like only some areas have like a slightly different. Like this looks like Xenoblade 2's logo, but like they removed the fire and they kept like the
Yeah.
shape. It's
They kept the shape, but one other thing I noticed is that like a lot of like what's coming off ends up looking more like water or liquid. Like it's
it could be like these things though, which is coming off, or like could be like those ether orbs or whatever those things are. It could be for that actually.
I did see someone compare it to the kind of painted aesthetic of the Xenoblade 1 logo.
Yeah.
Interesting. And and I have no idea what this symbol is supposed to be, but all I know is that this 3 is a red, and because I thought that the 2 in Xenoblade 2 was red because of Pyra, she's fire, but now this is also red, so I don't know why this is red. I assume I
think
guess
it's mostly to distinctify it from Xenoblade X, which is obviously like sort of the end goal of the Xeno games. I'll get to that someday.
I mean, yeah, we'll say that for the X video, but they could have used any other color too. All right. Anyways, I gotta get going, but thank you guys thank you for sticking around until the end. Thank you, Proco, for watching this. I'm sure at least you're here until now, because like you're the only one who actually cared to like listen to this. I mean, but yeah. So
Shout out to Proco.
yeah, shout out to Proco. But yeah.
So,
Also. Apex, I think he'd be here too. Yeah. Anyways, I have to get going very soon. But yeah, so I guess if you have something quick to say, just like wrap it up because I have to
Melia said something earlier on, and most of it's kind of indistinguishable. But the one word that is noticeable is the word Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
That's
okay.
all.
That's all. Okay. And that and what about you? Any closing remarks?
I read his best girl.
All right. Thank you guys for watching this long ass video. I tried to do a one where I don't edit because because we want to say just our like it's supposed to be a conversation or like a. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a podcast. In fact, hell, I might even call this the fucking SlipStream for all I know. But yeah, actually, I'll probably call it that only. SlipStream episode 15, whatever it is. But yeah, so
Just make sure to drop a spoiler warning at the start of the video.
Yeah.
Like
I'll just say, hey, big ass spoilers. Yeah. Actually, for this, I'll say, hey, there's gonna be massive spoilers. So go away if you have not played 1 and 2. All right. Yeah. So we will see you guys later, and good night or good morning, whatever your time is.
Subscribe to the Epic Fault, or else I will use Sacred Arrow and Burning Sword on you and your entire family.